buzzy. Ooh, man, look at those gold shiny forks. Cool. Yeah, look how edgy it is everywhere. This thing's heavy though, man. But wow, look at this. This looks great, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no need key.
No. All right. Oh my God, dude. Can you believe that it's finally in this freaking studio? When I first saw the picture of it, I thought that this thing was fake. Some quick observations right off the bat. I don't like these pegs. A for effort, to have some nice teeth, but these don't fit our moto cinch in the van. Not even close. I can't lock it in because the size is different. They're not like traditional moto pegs. So right off the bat, I'm gonna change them. But that's so I can transport the bike. I kind of have to do it. Everything else though is so badass. Like this thing is like the Cybertruck of e-bikes. Don't you agree? I mean, look at the styling of it. It's so edgy. I dig it. I think it's sweet. It looks sick. You can see the tires are a bit skinnier than my Ultra B tires, of course. But even these tires are a little bit smaller. These are the stock Ultra B tires right here. That front tire, I think, is a little bit fatter, but maybe I'll change to some knobbier tires. That's a possibility. The KOMDOO comes with a 21-18 wheel setup, 21 in the front, 18 in the back. Really similar to the setup that I put on my Ultra B. Speaking of my Ultra B, these bikes are almost identical in size. I have them right here lined up, and they're pretty much the exact same size. But I feel like the KOMODO is a bit skinnier. When I was sitting on it, the frame was a lot more narrow than the Ultra B. We'll look more upon that later. Comes with a 53-2 sprocket, and this bike actually has a gearbox on it. This is like the first mid-drive factory e-bike that I got that actually had a gearbox on it, and not the normal primary belt reduction drive. You need to maintain lubrication level in this. It came with some grease. Saw it in the box. 520 chain, super easy to get the seat off. Just a little lock that pops off, and that's it. And can get to all the wiring or anything else you need. And I noticed that the battery is actually screwed down. It's really, really secure. It's not going anywhere. I like that. You saw the other day I forgot to lock down my Ultra B battery, and I was actually riding it with it unlocked, but it didn't pop off. Super easy to put it back on. I like this bike a lot. I also saw right away on the upper crown, you can change the position of this because I felt it was a little bit too far forward, so I'm definitely gonna move it back. That should be nice. That'll give me a little better riding position. Now the bar rise is not bad. It's not nearly as high as my Odi RC high bends that I have on this bike, which I really love. So probably I will switch to these in the future, but I'll keep it like this to start. I think moving them back to that more rear mounting location for the bar mounts will definitely help. Has a thumb throttle on it here that you could use for like brake regen. I'm probably gonna remove that. I might try to use it for a little bit, but normally I don't use these. I just use like throttle release regen, and I think that's pretty good. Also, it has this magnetic kill switch, so if you fall off, it kills the power. We can check out how that works later. It has a ready switch, just like the Ultra B, so it needs to be ready to ride it. And if this connection actually breaks, you can't ready the bike. It's got 240mm rotors on the front and back, so the brakes are definitely beefy. Really similar to the Ultra B brakes, same feel. Now the KOMODO comes with a 97-volt battery, and at 32 kilowatts, that probably puts the max discharge of the battery around 325 amps, and that's pretty sick for a stock bike. Now there's no turbo button like how the Ultra B has, so I think that's just 32,000 watts peak. And I don't know how long that is. Maybe usually the peak is like just for a burst. This bike is going to be my first Talaria, but from what I read online, same with the ERIDE Pro, there's actually a wire that needs to be cut to completely unlimit the bike. So we're going to take off the bash guard later on and see if I see that looped wire. And if I see it, I'm going to clip it because obviously I don't want to have the bike limited. The weight of this bike is somewhere around 215, 216 pounds. So it's like a solid 20 pounds heavier than the Ultra B. Keep that in mind. You can feel it when I was pushing it up into the van earlier when we went and got it at the dealer. I could definitely feel the extra weight of the bike. Now it has 3+1 speeds, Eco, Sport, and Hyper, plus reverse. Hyper is the crazy one that's fully unlimited. Probably that's what I'll always have it in. Let's flip it on, man. Check it out. So you can see it's blinking wait, and it's basically waiting for you to hit the start switch over here. And once I hit the start switch, you can see that it's pretty much ready. And now if I twist the throttle, the rear wheel will spin. Ooh, man, this thing, it's got some power, dude. Buzzy. For example, if this connection gets cut, you can see that it goes back into the waiting state. And even trying to ready up with the start button won't get the bike to go. Has a kickstand, which is probably coming off. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much I can do to this thing. It already probably is insane. I'm sure of it. Maybe put a gripper seat on it. I might angle the bars back just a little bit more, not so straight up like how the dealer had it set. And I'll definitely move the bar mount position back one notch before I ride it. But I think that's probably it. Came with a nice KOMDOO owner's manual. I already went through that. There's a lot of good information in there. Some information about the front fork. This is that grease for the gearbox that they came with. Nice for them to include that. And dude, this is cool, man. It has a toolkit. They actually included a torque wrench. Isn't that cool? It's a nice toolkit. Looks nice. This will be cool to have in the van, right?
For sure.
Have some extra tools. Comes in this nice carrying case. And let's see what else they got. Now this charger is pretty good. The dealer told me this is 13 amps. So that's gonna charge pretty quick. Do you remember how long he said?
4 hours.
Man, that's a beefy charger. I think maybe we should plug this in and charge it now. What do you think?
Do it.
I mean, we're gonna take this thing out and ride it in a bit. We need to charge it. 13 amp beefy battery charger, super nice, but they don't have the charging port exposed. And you know what that means, right? It means I need to take the seat off every time I want to charge the battery, man. Is there a way to get this thing to stay up? You want to be careful when you're plugging this one in. There's a lot of little pins in there. Swapping these is usually pretty easy. You can see that they're kind of like a standard size. So let's pop this back on. They fit. Now we can transport the bike. Pegs look sweet. Definitely better than the ones before, and most importantly, they will fit in the van when we load it up with the moto cinch. Now I need to move these bars back a little bit, so I'm gonna grab my T40. And now I'll just remove these bolts here on the bar mounts to here. So the bar mount comes back. Just get that started. I'm not gonna fully tighten it just yet. All right, I'll just torque those to 30 Nm. All right, and now I'm going to torque these down to about 14 Nm. Since this is my first Talaria, I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna take this bash guard off and have a look. If I see a looped wire going back into a connector, I'm cutting it. Because I'm about to test ride this KOMDOO and I don't wanna be limited on power. And there's one more right here. You see this loop right here? I'm gonna cut that. Now my bike should be unlimited. You holding it?
Yes, sir.
Did I just kill the thing? Oh. Let's see, can I ready it? Or is it gonna be stuck in some error, endless error? It readied. We're good to go, man.
We're good to go?
Yeah, I can test ride this thing. All right, now let's have a look at some of these settings. We can disable those items. Let's go down to Vehicle, Select. First thing is the tilt. Let's turn that off. And the next thing is the kickstand sensor, because I'm going to remove that. Let's turn that off. And then lastly is the kill switch, which is this magnetic piece with the leash on it. Let's turn that off. And the reason why you want to turn this tilt off is because you don't really want to, it's not safe to do wheelies straight up, or maybe sometimes if I'm going around a turn and I lean, it's possible to actually trigger that. And I don't want the power to get cut on the bike, so definitely going to turn that off. Now I'm at the new studio and we're gonna go for a little ride today around here. There's one spot where I'm pretty sure I can top this thing out, see what the max speed is. Talaria says 65 and I have it unlimited, so let's see. Oh yeah, it's in hyper right now. Right now I have it in eco, and it feels pretty reasonable. I don't feel anything crazy on this. This is way faster than eco on other bikes, but it's still really tame. There's not really any torque. And you can use this button right here to toggle between your modes. Now I'm in sport mode. Okay, I feel a little more pop there. Okay, sport's definitely faster, but still feels kind of tame. I saw a nice road over here that I think will be perfect for maxing this bike out. I really want to see what the top speed is with that wire cut. I didn't test it without the wire cut, so actually I have no idea what the limit there is on it, if any. Big long trees, beetle nut, palm trees. That's the reason why I moved the studio to this area. I mean, Look how nice this is. Got these mountains and this nice riverside. They got good air over here. Back in the old place in New Taipei City, the air is not so good. The weather's usually bad. So there's also a lot of trails around here, tons, all in this area around these mountains. We just need to find them. Let's go hyper mode. I gotta check, man. There's a lot of traffic in this area, and if I just check the streets, make sure there's no cars coming, it's all right. Like, I want to wheelie this thing. There's a road right over here I think I can top this bike out on. I just need to figure out how to get there. For sure, this is it. It was right next to this trail. Pegged it. It's pegged at 65. It does not go any faster. That's it. With the 53.2 sprocket. 65 is the max. Let's go. Hell yeah! When the battery drops to 89%, the regen will kick in. You see? See how fast it slows down? It's kind of surprised me a little bit. I wasn't expecting that. I let off the throttle. The back tire almost locked up from it. And you can lower the regen level with the up and down select keys. See, now it's on 3. Let's see. It's still pretty heavy. Let's try 2. Okay, 2 is good. 2 is a little bit of drag, but it's not too bad. Oh no.
Oh, here we go again.
That's a cop. I had this thing absolutely pegged on that road with a 53.2 sprocket and this battery and controller. It's not going over 65. So smooth too. It's really ridiculously smooth. Bike feels so balanced. So it looks like we got to call this one a little bit short this week. I still got a lot to come on this bike. We're going to take it to the motocross track. I'm going to change the tires on it to some knobbier ones. Going to raise these bars too. And I guess that's going to do it. So see you guys in the next one. Peace.